us on this edition of Brand and Business News, your indispensable companion on the journey through Nigeria's marketing communication industry, PR strategic innovations, and the bustling activities of the business community. My name is Uzoma Atuma. Today on the show, Firstbank launches groundbreaking Giant in You campaign, elevating innovation in African finance. Multinational corporations bow out amidst Nigeria's economic shift. Nigerian consumers express frustration as cost of goods continue to soar, despite CBN's dollar rescue measures. On our interview segment, ARCON's Director General reiterates commitments to protect advertising industry from intimidation and threats. This and many more will come your way shortly. Stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Inga Ijabi. I am the head of brand and stakeholder management at Firstbank. Keep watching Brand and Business News.
My name is Clara Chimokoro, Brand Journalist Association of Nigeria Chairman. Keep watching Brand and Business.
Welcome back. Today we'll begin with brand review as we uncover a pivotal shift in Nigeria's economic dynamics, where multinational corporations are recalibrating their strategies as global giants reevaluate their market presence amidst evolving economic conditions. We examine the strategic implications and potential ripple effect on foreign investments in Africa's largest economy.
Now, brand review.
In the heart of Nigeria's economic hub, a story unfolds, a tale of challenges and resilience in the face of adversity. Amidst the vibrant tapestry of Nigerian commerce, multinational corporations once thrived, their products woven into the fabric of daily life. But as economic ties shifted, so too did the fortunes of these global giants. Unilever Nigeria PLC, a household name in consumer goods, shuts its doors after decades of operation, citing a staggering decline in revenue. With staples like Omo, Lux, and Sunlight disappearing from shelves, millions are left without trusted home care and personal hygiene products. Procter & Gamble faces similar struggles, forced to close its $300 million plant in Agbara, Ogun State, and laying off thousands due to currency volatility. The ripple effect extends to pharmaceuticals, with GlaxoSmithKline halting production of Panadol and Sensodyne after 50 years in the market.
The major challenge is faults, and until that is resolved, multinationals will keep having issue with importation of not just multinationals, manufacturers generally.
As competition heats up and currencies fluctuate, giants like Sanofi exit direct operations, opting for third-party distribution.
Now, when our policies are not favorable to business owners, the next thing they're looking for is where is the next favorable environment.
There's going to be a drastic fall in income across board, and then eventually there's going to be what I like to always call serious problem in the society, because it's from that work that people pay school fee. It's from that work that people do a lot of things that are around them. So just that company living alone will affect the entire community and entire chain of logistics and supply.
Even tech disruptors like Bolt Foods and Jumia Food pivot away, focusing on their core business and payment platforms. Empty factories stand as silent witnesses to the economic turmoil gripping the nation. Once bustling with activity, they now serve as reminders of the challenges facing Nigerian workers. According to some industry experts, the departure of these multinational corporations portend a significant blow to Nigeria's economic stability, exacerbating unemployment and disrupting consumer access to trusted brands.
If you want to promote foreign investment, and when I mean foreign investment, I'm talking about the one that can create jobs, particularly the foreign direct investment. So to promote that, one we of course need we will need policies that are more consistent, policies that are that are export-driven policies that will promote manufacturing. And of course, finance is very important.
We only just need our leaders to provide and give the support, make available the amenities that would help businesses thrive, and we cut down on importation of what we really need. We have the resources, we have the human resources, we have the natural resources we can leverage on to grow our Nigerian product.
We have to look at the long-term effects, and the long-term effect is that over time we have to look inwards, try to build resource from the ground, from back home, and then try to improve our own staying power. It will eventually lead to buying Nigerian-made goods, and then see those Nigerian-made goods improve.
As foreign investments continue to plummet, many fears Nigeria's ambitious economic target will remain a daydream.
Welcome back. Now we turn our focus on the groundbreaking development in the world of African banking. Firstbank of Nigeria, a pioneering force with a 130-year legacy, has launched its visionary Giant in You campaign. This initiative isn't just about banking, it's a bold statement in brand elevation and market leadership. By celebrating its heritage and fostering a sense of greatness, Firstbank aims to inspire employees, customers, and stakeholders alike, setting a new standard in banking advertising.
Now, brand events.
Firstbank, a pioneering force in the Nigerian banking sector, recently, in commemoration of its 130-year legacy and pivotal role in Africa's financial sector, the bank unveiled its ambitious Giant in You campaign, setting a new standard in industry innovation. This initiative transcends conventional banking practices by kindling a sense of greatness amongst its employees, customers, and stakeholders alike. According to the head of brand and stakeholder management, marketing, and corporate communications, Olayinka Ijabi, the campaign unveiled at the prestigious Ebony Life Cinema in Lagos not only celebrates Firstbank's 130-year legacy, but also underscores its unwavering commitment to fostering growth and innovation.
The campaign we are launching today is not about Firstbank. Actually, yeah, we're the ones saying this, but it's not really about us. People that do business with you, they are the first in your universe.
During the event, Abimbola Mishinloye, head of brand strategy and financial planning at Firstbank, highlighted the campaign's focus on empowering stakeholders and recognizing the pivotal role of media in societal development.
At Firstbank, we understand the relevance of the media, and we have deliberately been partnering with you, our key stakeholders, in line with our goal of enabling the success of our stakeholders. And clearly, the media has been an incredible part of that success story.
In a poised address to the brand and business news crew at the exclusive event, Ijabi eloquently recognized the remarkable contributions of the creative agency responsible for crafting the captivating TVC. His acknowledgement underscored the agency's role in bringing innovation and inspiration to the forefront of the campaign, resonating deeply with the industry's creative echelons.
They are very innovative, very responsive, very creative, very imaginative, and we find that the aspiration aligns with ours. When you want to work with an agency, when you want partners, you are looking for someone whose very ideas align with yours, who understands you and can come up with campaigns, come up with ideas, and run with them.
So we sort of do a mix and match of things we get inspiration from, and he said, you know what, we will actually see how far we can actually affect everyday customers of Firstbank to be bigger than every regular thing that you and I could see. And that sort of gave us a mental space or an idea space that we're playing with. And that formed the philosophy of what we did. And we tie a narrative and a story to actually spring off of that direction. At the end of the day, we've got the beautiful ads that we were able to screen today.
Some brand journalists at the event also shared their thoughts on the Giant in You campaign.
Looking at it from the creative angle, I think it resonates deeply in that they use the visuals to activate an emotional alignment. The giants who we saw walking on the street was incredibly developed to tally with the philosophy of the advert.
What Firstbank has done is for their customers to actually plan ahead of their lives.
It's an advert that would inspire any ordinary individual.
When we saw the one in English and questions were asked, and we're made to understand that it will come out in other languages too, and even course, for those in diaspora, because they also took those in diaspora into consideration.
The event does a big premiere of visually compelling campaigns tailored for First Mobile, First Online, First Diaspora, and Explore First. This initiative are poised to make waves across television, outdoor, and digital media channels.
Still on brand event.
Advisors Association of Nigeria, ADVAN, and the Pan-Atlantic University School of Media and Communication recently convened an industry dialogue focused on fostering public-private partnerships to spur economic growth within Nigeria's marketing sector. Held at the Sheba Center in Lagos on May 10, 2024, the event provided a platform for stakeholders to discuss avenues for collaboration and address regulatory challenges impacting the industry's viability. In his opening remarks, ADVAN President Osamide Ewumbanwe affirmed the association's commitment to reshaping Nigeria's marketing landscape. He emphasized the importance of cooperation and creativity in upholding enhanced industry standards and regulations.
See this country of ours, to build it corporate. I kid you not, guys, corporate. We should learn that we are all stakeholders in this country. There's no other country like Nigeria.
The keynote address delivered by Professor Olufemi Saibo, Director of the Quality Assurance and Servicon Unit at the University of Lagos, underscored the potential benefits of public-private collaboration in strengthening the advertising and marketing industry. Professor Saibu cautioned against overregulation, citing its potential to impede the industry's growth and revenue projections.
The purpose of regulation also supposed to be to allow at least equitable, if not equal, distribution of benefits. But when government regulates, some people benefit more than the other, and indeed some being subsidized, and while some being given benefit.
During the panel session, speakers emphasized the necessity of dialogue and collaboration between regulators and industry stakeholders. They stressed the importance of consulting with organizations like ADVAN and other sectoral groups throughout the policy-making process to ensure regulations are effective and aligned with industry needs. Panelists also highlighted concerns about existing regulations that could threaten businesses' ability to remain competitive.
The standards panel is made up of all the key stakeholders: AAAN, ADVAN, MIPAN, XMAN, Consumer Protection Council, NAFDAC, all 19 agencies and companies in total.
The event concluded with an interactive session where attendees posed questions to the speakers, who provided insightful responses.
Bottom line for today's event is about regulation, whether the industry, that's marketing communication industry, is over-regulated or under-regulated. And we have come to a conclusion that, from what all the speakers and the panelists have said, is that we should find a way to collaborate. Whether we are over-regulating or under-regulating, government and practitioners should collaborate for the betterment of the end users, which are the consumers.
ARCON is trying to protect the Nigerian advertising industry by saying you can't just keep bringing people from outside part of the world to take on capital flight out of Nigeria. And then ADVAN is saying, look, artificial intelligence is the new model for the world to move on, and we must move with the world. So I think, like I said, it's a civil way for them to reach an agreement on what is acceptable.
Collaboration between ADVAN and the Pan-Atlantic University School of Media and Communication signifies a concerted effort to promote sustainable economic growth within Nigeria's marketing industry. By fostering dialogue and cooperation between the public and private sectors, stakeholders aim to address regulatory challenges and unlock the sector's full potential for the benefit of all involved.
Now, consumer stock.
So that 2022 we thought is hard. Not 2024 will be more harder.
Today in Nigeria, a wave of escalating costs is inundating the populace, affecting every aspect of daily life from bustling markets to congested roads. Recently, Nigerians have been confronted with an unrelenting surge in the cost of living. The sharp increase in prices of essential goods and services, combined with escalating transportation expenses, is placing a considerable financial strain on households nationwide. As a result, many Nigerians are questioning the sustainability of their livelihoods, grappling with a noticeable decline in purchasing power compared to previous years. Today on our Consumers Talk segment, we bring you feedbacks, talks, and opinions from the streets, as captured by Brand and Business News crew.
I work very close to this place, but unfortunately I could not go back to my own house. I sleep at work because of the transportation. The cost is too much. So I'm spending 1,500 every day. That's why I don't have any choice. Other than to stay with a friend here, and I sleep there. Weekend, I pack my things, I go.
Compared to last year and now, the price has basically doubled, and what I make is not really that much. So I'm basically almost spending everything on transportation.
A lot of things that we could afford back in 2022 that we can't afford now.
It has really affected my business a lot, most especially the materials you're buying. Like, I went to market on Saturday, and all the materials, I realized that all the prices are in double.
Before we would buy one carton for Indomie, 3,500, but now 8,000 we would buy one carton for Indomie. Because our market will not move like before, because everything don't cost.
The increase in price is affecting everybody. It has even affected schools, it has affected parents. It is hard for parents to pay school fees. And when it's hard for parents to pay school fees, how will teachers feed?
In 2023, and pariwo pé nǹkan wọ́n ó sì better díẹ̀ ju 2024 lọ. Tó 2023 guys stand around 500, 700. Over the 2024 báyìí ṣe àti guys ní 1,300 dìríkà kan. Àwọn míì ta 1,500. Kí ló dé má pa wá.
Oh, it's glaring that the increase in fuel price has not just me, has actually had a very serious negative impact in people's business.
If our government can be sincere, I want to see a little bit relieved in the area of the masses. Sincerity is the bedrock.
Kano is already crying on riot. It's because of the tolerant level of people in Nigeria. Otherwise, some other countries will not be what is happening again. So my advice is, first, let's get back to the drawing board. Return the subsidy back into what it was when Buhari was in government.
If you are buying on a bigger rate, we shouldn't increase the price for the consumers, the retailers. So if you are buying, like maybe you are buying things of 10,000 naira, don't put it because everything is, you use that opportunity because everything is hard, then you put it double. So you just try to, if you can just get more gain, live and less live, things will go better all around for everybody.
My name is Amoyele Oguntade. Keep watching Brand and Business News.
Hello there, my name is Adiola Kayode, Head of Brands and Creative Services at Mobile. Keep watching Brands and Business News.
We're moving straight to our interview segment, LTBB. Let's talk brand and business, where we delve into the latest development shaping Nigeria's advertising landscape. Today, we focus on a crucial conversation featuring the Director General of ARCON. He reaffirms ARCON's unwavering dedication to shielding the advertising industry from intimidation and threats. Leading this insightful discussion is our esteemed host on LTBB, Shina Itadi. Stay tuned as Shina explores the implications and strategies behind protecting the integrity of Nigeria's advertising sector.
Now, LTBB, let's talk brand and business with Shina Itadi.
This is Let's Talk Brand and Business, a platform specially created to host technocrats, leaders, and industry authorities within the marketing, communications, and business community. My name is Shina Itadi, your host on this special segment. My guest on this show today is the Principal Officer of Advertising Practice and Regulations here in Nigeria, a gentleman to the core. Though of recent,
Many have described him as the industry's new sheriff in town. Viewers, I bring you Dr. Lekan Fadolapo, Director General of Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Some stakeholders believe that ARCON's current regulations and laws are not economically beneficial to certain sectoral body in the industry. Some critics are saying this will send many brands packing. And they say, are you regulating to kill business?
Wow, thank you very much. Let me say that there's nothing you can do and you get alignment with everybody. What you need to first do is to set your KPIs and look at the alignment of that KPI with your conscience, with the constitution of the country, as well as the public. Now, like a proverb in Africa will say, if you throw a stone into the market, you will have friends, people that will be ailing you. And if you decide to feed a whole community as a charity, you will still have people that will criticize you. So it's possible that some of these reforms does not sit well with everybody. But let me give you a small highlight of the reform. Now, the intention of the reform is to grow Nigeria advertising industry and to rightly position us in the committee of advertising markets globally. Now, what have we done? The federal government wants to strengthen Naira. The federal government wants to create jobs. The federal government wants to empower Nigeria. The federal government wants to develop local talent. Now, if we want to create an ad, for example, we want to shoot a commercial, sometimes it takes them as much as 500 million, 750 million, 1 billion naira, with respect to the size of the campaign and the budget of the campaign. Now, you want to do this, and you are targeting Nigerian market for your product consumption. Now, you take this whole money to South Africa. You invest it in the South African economy. You take a model there. You know that it takes a whole community to produce an ad, meaning that you need a lot of elements to bring in. Voice-over artists, models are there, the crew are there, the security is there, the entertainment is there, everything. You take this, you fly to South Africa, get everything there. You put the money in that economy. You are now coming back to Nigeria with a flash drive after you have invested 1 billion in that economy. And you are saying when they are measuring the metrics of individual economic performance, Nigeria will sit same size. No. Now, you now come back with a flash drive to Nigerian economy. You have not used our model. You have not used our voice-over artists. You want to sell the products in Nigeria. So when we say use Nigerian models, Nigerian voice-over artists, Nigerian local talent, shoot your advert in Nigeria, so people will definitely not align. Some that have been benefiting from that mischievous activities, they will come and kick back. Now, there's a global trend. In globally, there's what we call payment threshold. It varies from one continent to another. In Europe, it's 30 days. In UK, it's 30 days. In other climes, in Africa, it's 45 days. Now, imagine a scenario whereby after bringing that flash drive to Nigeria, you now want to place those material. Now, within the Nigerian market, we have the global media, we have the international media, we have the local media. Now, when you want to place it in the global international media like CNN, like BBC, you prepare them. You pay them in advance. And you're telling them that because you also want to hedge against foreign currency fluctuation and everything, you have done the payment. Now, you want to play the same media, the same ad in NTA. You are telling NTA that we cannot pay you until 120 days. You cannot pay you until 180 days. How do you want us to grow? So these are some of the things that the policy is aimed to correct.
Okay, addressing this bluntly, it's no news that Advan specifically, as a member of the sector, but that Advan specifically has gone ahead with legal action against your reform. What are the chances, of obtaining some of these reforms being tagged unconstitutional. We've read, you know,
do
you think ARCON is also wasting its time taking
we
it to
have
court?
responded to it. The case is in court. The Attorney General of the Federation is joined. The National Assembly, both the House and the Senate are part of it. The ministry is also joined. So I don't want to speak so much about this because now we have been served. But I can tell you sure that our team, the ministry, the Attorney General office, we are all ready for this.
And you are certain of victory on your own part?
To the best of my knowledge.
The usual capital flights, you just, talked about that now. The ban on foreign models, for example, the ban seems to be a bold step towards cultural preservation, but some argue it may inadvertently reinforce stereotypes. How do you plan to address potential stereotyping concerns in locally produced
There's
advertisements?
nothing.
I don't want to mention the use of NT is better now.
There's nothing stereotype about it. We need to sit down and tell ourselves some home truth. Now, are you saying that you need a model? You cannot get that face in Nigeria. If you need a day-old cry in today's Nigeria, you get it. So why do we still need to take all these assets and take it to another economy, develop the economy, and come back to? Now, at a point, some were pushing that there will be a backlash. It is not about backlash. It's about protecting our own territorial integrity, culture, and advertisement relevance. There's a primary digital media space owner. There's a secondary digital media space owner. Aside the digital agency, there are a lot of lines and a lot of overlapping situation in that. Primary digital media space owner, they are the tech, the big giants, like Facebook, like Meta, like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram.
Are there measures in place to balance regulation with economic interests of creators in the creative industry?
Yes,
because they need to make money.
The content, like I said, is also divided into two.
How does ARCON strike a balance between protecting consumers from misleading content and allowing creative freedom?
That body is created to ensure there is alignment between creativity and as well as the rule of law as it guides each practices.
Have it for today's edition of Brand and Business News. Stay connected with us on all our social media platforms for more exclusive insights and updates. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as displayed on your screen for full access to our interviews and other interesting content on brand and marketing communications industry. Join us again next week on this same channel for another enriching episode where we uncover the latest trend shaping the integrated marketing communication industry in Nigeria's dynamic business world. This is Brand and Business News. Bye for now.